Hello everybody, welcome back to Adobe Live and welcome back to animation 401. Can you imagine? Still shocked, it's wonderful. 401, which does mean this is the place for us to practice our animation skills with fun new mini games. And I have 3 new ones for you today. But before we get involved, let me just say a quick hello to the chat. Hi Keys, Jack, Oliver, good to see you. Oh, and Robert. I missed you, Robert. Good to see you. I hope you're all enjoying your... What day is this? I hope you're all enjoying your Wednesday. You know how the days suddenly like merge into one? You know what? I feel like that could be an animation for another day. Like maybe that's when we get into morphing things. That'd be really fun, won't it? Speaking of, we're focusing on different things throughout this series so we can practice different skill sets. And the skill set we are focusing on this time is... Hi, Alejandro. Secondary animation. Huzzah. Follow through and overlap are examples of secondary animation. For example, in a head turn animation, the primary action of the scene is the head turning. The hair following it is dependent on the primary action to move. So this can provide context, enhance the viewing experience, and can give weight and life to the character. So for example, on the right, I've got hair. I know it's bobbling a bit, but it's technically still. It's not reacting to the main movement. But if I had it react to it being thrown about, now it kind of looks a little bit more interesting. The hair's being chucked about based on the speed and the momentum and all of that wonderful goodness. So this is what we're going to be doing with the mini games today. And we have 3. Pancake-ee, nail arty, and sass-ee. Now, because animation can take a while, it's unlikely that we're going to see sass-ee. I think the third one is the one that I'm kind of like, okay, you lot go have fun, explore and try this one. This is your call to action to download the files. If you're on the YouTube, they're inside the description box. Take your time. Grab a little bit of water. Get ready to have some fun, and we can break down the animation in a different way, actually, which I'm quite excited about. And Jack's also posted a copy in the Behance chat and the YouTube chat as well. Thanks, Jack. Okay, I'm really excited about this one. This one was really fun to do. Also, while I was creating the files, I realized technically this is what we should be doing anyway. Focusing on the keys, like the main keyframes, then the breakdown, then the second breakdown, then the in-betweens. Eventually, when we add the in-betweens, it makes it all nice and smooth. But what we're going to be doing, since we're on the 3rd episode now, we're going to try to utilize what we've done in the other 2 episodes, as well as all the other animation. So this means we're going to be doing some of the favoring that we did before. We're probably going to be focusing on our spacing in other cases as well. You'll have a chance to mix and match and find out what works best for you. So, on to number 1. Pancake-ee. That looks like a vanilla ice. Leave my vanilla ice. I have new hair every day. Even the pancake one, because pancakes! It should have been donuts, Jack. I should have made it donuts for you. We're ready. Yay! I'm ready too. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's not, see, if it was a Tuesday, it'd be like, oh, Pancake Tuesday. Getting sassed out by Keys for my hair. It's not the typical one I would normally get. I would normally get like the, you know, the big bouncy one, which I think I'll do, but I might be able to like curl these. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how long this lasts, because I literally just put it in because I forgot to put the hair in before I started the stream. But when you open your file, you'll be met with the 3 folders. Hi, Susan. Good to see you. Now, when you do this, it doesn't necessarily have to be a pancake, but it could be. What shape should this pancake be? I'm making more work for myself. I shouldn't. I'm going to try to do it. It might not work, but what shape should this pancake be? Not cabin fever pancakes. Right, so we've got minigame 1, 2, and 3, but we're looking at 1 at the moment. We're going to be using the thumbnailing technique on this. So we're going to animate a dot first. The dot is going to give us all the timings that we need. And then we can put our thing on top of it. You never want to do the main thing first, because maybe you don't know the timing or the spacing, or maybe things are moving at separate times. Making pancakes, bacon pancakes, a triangle, so it can be a keyframe pancake. Okay, yes. Oh, not your hair, Pixie. One drawn in the pendulum. Oh, Keys, I thought you were talking about me. Thank you for not sassing me. Oh, hi, Victor. Big fan of animation and pixipui. Oh, Victor, that's so kind of you. Thank you. Sorry, Keys. I'll leave it to Oliver with the purple blobs. Oliver did not just say purple blob again. I'm scanning that chat. Oliver, we got to talk. Okay, so a triangle. What color? What color though? So now that we've got this open, Vector, I hope you're having a great day, by the way. Make sure you download the files. I'm excited to see what you lot choose to make with these. And if you were doing this mini game that we're doing, if I actually press play, you'll see what it is. What would you put on the frying pan, by the way? Brim, hello, how are you? I didn't, I said triangle. Oliver. Ooh. So as we can see, we've already got the primary action going. All of them have the primary action. We are in charge of the secondary animation, which is the thing reliant upon the main thing. So now that I'm going to open my folder, inside the folder, we're using the free plugin, which is, if you don't have it already, Framebar, which is on the Adobe extension. But I think if you just type in Framebar and Adobe in one line, it should come up. I should probably add it to the description box. If I haven't by the next time, I will do. But yes, we're going to click the V button to make a new video group. There is other ways to do it, but we did that in episode 1. So we'll make sure we speed along because animation can take a while. I'm going to rename this one to be my thumbnail. Thumbnail. There we go. Right. Devlin, not bacon. What's on that frying pan? Bacon, egg, bacon. It's the most purplish, bluish I can think of. Okay. So, oh, thank you, Jack. Jack popped it inside the chat as well. So you don't need these plugins. I do switch between Animator's Toolbar Pro. Ironically, mainly for this feature that I'm going to use in a second. Let me hit number 2 on the free one. Make sure it's inside the thumbnail section. And if I click on the Animator's Toolbar here, we can see all of the folders and all of that jazz. You can manually do this, hide the ones you don't want to see or hide the ones you're not working on by clicking on the 3 lines or the hamburger. Go to show and do set favorite clips. But if you do happen to have the Animator's Toolbar Pro, you can just click this one with the stuff highlight and just hold Alt. So you've got some things to make it slightly quicker for you. Same with what we're doing in the toolbar. You don't need it, but can be helpful. So first things first, we are going to do our keys first. I'm making it one whole big line and we're just going to slightly chop it up. Apparently we're a chef now. One main thing, slice it up, tear it up, and then eventually we'll have our keyframe break down 2 in-betweens and it will look great. So let me grab a blue. Doesn't have to be blue, it could be any color, but I want a dot. And I kind of want, I like using like a certain sketchy thing when I'm on Photoshop. I think Bacon Sizzle is in Animation 701. Oh my gosh. When we get to the special effects stage. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And let's say it starts here. So the first keyframe would be where it starts. I just want to find major points of action. This seems to be another major part. So I'm going to click here and click the slice tool or the scissors. And I'm just going to move it where I want to move it for now. So we know we start here. Here's one keyframe. Here's another keyframe. It looks like at the top of the throw, we'd want it to move up there. So let's give this a little slice. You can empty, if you're not just going to move bits around, technically you should draw, but you know, we're in Photoshop, we can just move it around. So I can do this, but if you want to draw a fresh one, which you probably will do when we get to the drawing the details on, you can click on this Marvel looking, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark situation over here, and it will erase your layer for you. which it totally did, which is wonderful. So let's draw this in. So we've got keyframe 1, keyframe 2. That's the next keyframe. And we know the last frame, because I tend to make these loopable. The last frame has to be the same as the first one, but it looks like there's another major point, which is about here. So let's slice this one too. And we can totally change the color on all of these to make it a little bit easier for us to see what's up. Or we could totally name these actually. Key 1. I probably wouldn't normally because there's going to be lots of keyframes afterwards, but at least we can see what it is straight up. Key 2, proxy. Happy Wednesday. I was totally going to say Tuesday. Absolutely going to say Tuesday. Oliver, I do have a question. Is purple your favorite color? Because I feel like this is where we're at every day. Every day. Every day. Okay. No, it would flip back, wouldn't it? It doesn't make sense if it was to flip forward. No, it's fine. Let's work on the next keyframe. We got this one. Guess it's gonna land down. Maybe. I'm getting the vibes of purple curtains, purple duvet. Right, so the last frame should be the same as the first frame. I'm just going to duplicate this one, which is the ping pong or the pong looking one. There we go. We've got this. It's called key copy, and I'm going to call this K5. So now if we play it back, made enough to share with a few people. Wait, there's bacon. That's a lot of bacon, Clever. Oh, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so we've got our main points. Boom. Kind of looks like we're cooking a jelly. Wait, should I have made it like red and put like a little stripe? Burgundy or green? Okay, Brem. So we're gonna have, it's gonna be a really weird looking pancake. It's gonna be purple with either burgundy or green. Brem, the burgundy. I'm glad somebody said it though. Okay, so it's a bit weird, but we've got the main points. First keyframe, next keyframe, next keyframe, next keyframe, done. Great. Now we're going to move on to the breakdown. So the breakdown is kind of like the bit in between the other bit. We're just kind of adding on to the next kind of main key pose that all the main key poses are done. So I'm going to go back to this one and let's say, here's another point that something happens. Those colors, we're making the wildberry Pop-Tarts a pancake. Oh my gosh, could it be a Pop-Tart? Oh, that'd be so great. Brem, I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you for always showing up. It's lovely seeing new faces, but it's also lovely seeing familiar faces too. I'm gonna slice this one and I'm gonna call it B1 for breakdown. And I'm gonna move it down here. Now, if you do want to see the... Okay. If you do want to see the opacity, my shortcut wasn't working. That's very interesting. Oh, you know what? It's probably my fault. I think I turned it off. No, that's fine. We just won't use the shortcut. That's okay. At least the main shortcuts are working. So if you want to see the onion skin, you can click the O or click on the burger sign. And I believe enable onion skin is there. You've also got the settings. And if you change it to normal, it won't be so diluted and so heavy. If the background is too much, you can just hide the background layer, but do whatever feels a little bit easier for you to work with. So now I can see it's from there, it goes to here. And if maybe it's too hard to see it, what we can do is just color certain things a different color. So when we see it in the onion skin, we can be like, oh, okay, that's bad, that's forward. And Brem, this will kind of work with our temporary burgundy. So we got our keyframe, then we got the breakdown, then I got a keyframe, and I'd say maybe about here we could have another breakdown. I think I'm gonna slice it here, change the name, take off the color. It also kind of helps you look at a glance, because if you're able to, depending on what program you're using, if you're using Adobe Animate, you still can label the layers as well, and you can color the whole line. But because we've got Photoshop, we can totally color the layers as well. So there's so much stuff we can do at a glance without having to worry too much. Oh, GFX, hello. You know what? I saw your icon and I think I mistook you for keys for a second there. How are you doing, GFX? Happy Wednesday. So I'm going to say it's about here. So we've got our keyframe, breakdown, keyframe, breakdown, keyframe, it's up in the air, the breakdown, maybe have it come back down. Hi, Silver. It's a Pixi day. It's a Pixi day. You're currently stocking at work. Oh, thank you. Imagine if we put butter on this. We're not going to. We don't have the time. But imagine. Burgundy butter. I hope the stocking of the shelves is going well. I hope the day is going well. I hope it's sunny. And if not, I hope the rain is doing good for the plants and all of that wonderful goodness because we need it. And let's call this breakdown 1 as well. I'm calling them all breakdown 1 because we will have a breakdown 2. And Photoshop doesn't seem to mind if we name things the same thing over and over again, which is quite nice actually. Because normally it'd be like, you mean breakdown 1A? So we've got keyframe, breakdown, keyframe, breakdown, keyframe, breakdown, which hasn't moved. If we put our onion skin back on, no, we can get away with that. It doesn't look too far to the side because if it flies outwards, we have to find a way to bring it back in. So at least we can kind of, we're able to plan what we want to do rather than trying to go straight ahead. So we've got our breakdown. Keyframe is here. The breakdown between this, maybe here. But I've definitely found, instead of pose to pose and straight ahead is technically what we're doing. We're doing pose to pose at the moment, quite literally from one pose to the next. Let me erase. Ooh. No, that was the right thing to do. That was the right thing. And let me call this B1. It kind of allows us to see the animation quite quickly. And then by the time we get to the in-between stage, technically every frame in between another frame is an in-between. But by the time we get to that bit, it's going to look really nice and smooth. But if I do just click between these, and they're all at 2s at the moment, so I should be able to use my... Oh, not that one. Is it F1? No. I've changed things, haven't I? Oh, hold on. Oh, this is not 2 frames. That's why. Okay. Yes, while I'm breaking down the package on some crisps. Oh, I see. These food streams, you know how it is. Yes. The deliciousness, the tastiness. Imagine if we did like crisps. Oh, imagine an opening crisps. Yes. Really learned so much from you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. That's lovely. And now I'm doing work on commissions. Oh my gosh. Congratulations. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. Well done. My goodness. I hope you've pat yourself on the back. We don't tend to celebrate our wins too often. Make sure you celebrate your wins, please. That's to everybody. Celebrate your wins. Let me take a look at this breakdown. We got our key. There's not really anything else to do here. So I'm just going to click between them. Keyframe, breakdown, keyframe, breakdown, keyframe, breakdown, keyframe, breakdown, end. Nice. Good. Save your work. You know how it is. So we've done the keyframe, we've done the breakdown 1. Let's do breakdown 2. Now, since we are doing pose to pose and we just did favoring, here's the time where you can decide, oh, do I want the speed to be constant? If you do, make sure that it's an even space between the one that it's going to and the one that it came from. Otherwise, I'm really into favoring at the moment. So I'm probably going to make my breakdown number 2 for each of them in a slight way to favor, probably, but we'll see. Oh, thank you, GX. Look at me missing the F. Thank you, GFX. Thank you. I'm really happy for you. It's makes you feel like really happy as a teacher. It's like, okay, I feel like I'm doing something. Oh. May your work, may your commissions, may your animations and everything be just as fruitful and more importantly, just as fun. I know as soon as it stops being fun, everything changes. So I hope it continues to bring you so much joy. So my breakdown 2, I'm gonna say maybe between this, let's slice it. So I'm gonna make it green. B2. By the way, ma'am, My name is Alexa. Oh, you know what? I'm so glad that the Alexa is not in this room. That would have been definitely an accidental command. I apologize to everyone's bot that I just sent off. But thank you. Thank you, Alexa. So we got our breakdown 2. I'm going to feel this buzz all day now. My mom got happy when I started animations and she told me to say thanks you from her side. Oh my gosh. Oh, Alexa's mom. Thank you very much. That's really kind. If I could blush, I would. I feel like I've just got really hot cheeks at the moment. Thank you. Ah. Oh, I don't know what to say. I'm speechless now. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. Okie doke. We've got breakdown 2. Let's turn on our onion skin. We'll try to focus, but I don't know if I can focus anymore. I'm blown away by the kindness. I'm blown away by the kindness. Now we've got our green, we've got our red. I want the breakdown 2. Oh, it can look weird when it does that. That's totally fine. Just move the screen. I want to see a little bit more because I can't see the one that it came from. So I'm going to change it to 2. If the frying pan is in the way, we'll just hide this one. I don't really need to see it at the moment. So if we leave breakdown 2 here, it's going to be constant because it's in the middle. Everything looks the same. But if I want it to favor breakdown 1, I'll just move it slightly closer. Oops. Oh, you know what? Ooh. And the accidental touching the thing you shouldn't touch. The enable timeline shortcut keys is what took me out. Don't have them on if you want to use the left, right, up and down to move around. There we go. So now, because it's slightly closer to this one, we're going to get a little bit of favoring action. Don't forget, when you are doing your favorings, I'm going to draw it on this one. If we have a mark here, let's turn this off. If we have a mark here and we have a mark here, if this is halfway, favoring would be slightly over. So it'd be around here. But I've kind of presumed the second favoring part, which is like all the way over here. But freedom to move around and jazz. All right, let's pull this up a little bit. Move everything out of the way. Move this down. Okay. Okay. Let me turn the frying pan back on. We got 1, breakdown 2, breakdown 1. I'm all right with that. Yeah, that's okay. Let's check it again. 1, 2, 3. I feel like this one could probably come down a little bit now. Oh, GFX, that's the perfect place to start. Honestly, having, what is it? Your fingers and many pies. It's a good way to be. As long as you're not accidentally making yourself too busy. Busy is good, but if it becomes unmanageable, that's something else. But having yourself in lots of different areas is really useful because then people that maybe don't use one area or one platform would still be able to find you. So that's really, really smart. So I've got my breakdown 2 here. Let me go to this one. See if I can find another breakdown, probably in between this. We'll slice this up. Make it green, because all my breakdown 2s are green right now. B2. Let me see between. Now you can use the onion skin if you want to. Sometimes you may find that just flicking between the former and the previous one is all you really need. And I think it's going up by the looks of things. So maybe around here, let's take a look. Bum, bum, oh. Yep, looks good. Our little lima bean. We're not too worried about this. That's where all the in-betweens come in, which is exactly why I'm skipping around. So between here, we need another breakdown 2, which is from where this one last left off and this one. So I think I want it to favor the ease out, or as in where it slows down. So I'm gonna cut it here, make this one my breakdown 2. 2. And I'm going to turn on the onion skin for this actually, just so I can see. This way I can sort of make sure the trajectory is kind of right. Because if I did it here, it might be a bit odd because that's not where this other one was. Or maybe it was, I don't know, we'll see. We can tweak it. So I'm going to have it around here. I'll probably have some in-betweens to maybe make it go a little bit slow. It doesn't need to be slow, could be fast. Down to us. Remember, fast things are on 1 frame, usually. If it's something else or not so fast, 2s, 3s, all of that jazz. Whatever floats your boat. But fast tends to work really good with 1 frame. Don't worry, the human eye will catch it, I promise you. And let's turn this off. Zoom out a little bit. Now, we could have a breakdown between our breakdown 1 and this keyframe. Maybe something that gets it close to the pan. So let's cut it again. Make it green. Thank you for cheering on GFX keys. This is another B. No, it's not a B1. It's a B2. And it's coming down. And I want to see where it's supposed to end up. I might need to do it around here. Cool. You know what? The fact that I can't, the shortcut would actually be quite handy here. The more you do, the more you'll find that, oh, okay, having some keyboard shortcuts are really, really helpful for you. For some reason, my F3 has disappeared. We're on frames. I'm just gonna re-put on the onion skin. If you don't have these already, I highly advise that you add these on. Super helpful. We're actually on video, not the frame by frame. I must have removed it and put something else on it, I guess. Let's see. There we go. Enable onion skin. Yeah, it was gone. In use from what? Edit. Oh, I don't know about that. There we go. I tend to... Oh, there we go. Woo! Nice. I know the button wasn't that far away, but you know, sometimes you don't want to have to move too far. Cool. We got this. It goes down. We could have a... we can have a break. I feel like maybe the breakdown 2 should be here because this one's kind of, it's kind of okay. I feel like an in-between would do this job, so I'm gonna put it here instead. I'm gonna put it here. So let's slice this one again, and then when we go through once more, we'll take another look at the keyframes, the breakdown 1 and the breakdown 2 in the sequence. I see a random hair that I can't get. There we go. And then we'll slot in the in-betweens, the final ones, to make it look all nice and smooth and all of that wonderful goodness. And hopefully we'll have enough time to actually add our triangular purple burgundy pancake. I feel like doing the coloring after you've done the whole outline is much simpler. Also, you're going to do the coloring on a separate layer. You might want to actually export your outline and your colors on a separate layer, because if you import it into After Effects that way, if you have any special alpha maps or special textures you want to use, it's much simpler than doing it on one layer. I'm going to take full advantage of the fact that we are using quite a powerful program. Yes, we are. Let's make this green. Call this B2. And maybe... Oh, right. It hasn't moved, has it? Let's see where it's going and where it's coming from. Keys said, Pixi, ever thought about getting one of those additional keyboards for digital painters, animators, and... Do you mean like, you know, when we had Chris Georginas on a few days ago, and he had that thing? Like, I've got a Stream Deck, but that does my OBS more so. I do have it do other stuff, but not really for my art. And then, like, now that I've got a bigger keyboard, I don't use the right-hand side at all, actually. I'm kind of restricted to the top half, but maybe I could. I hadn't thought about that. Good idea. I am intrigued, you know. I'm very intrigued. Okay, let's see where it came from, where it's going. Move it back a bit. Yeah, okay, that looks better. Cool, let's take a little look. Take a step back. Keyframe, breakdown 2, breakdown 1, key, breakdown 2, breakdown 1, breakdown 2, keyframe, breakdown 1, breakdown 2, keyframe, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna hit play. It's not gonna be in sync with the mat or the frying pan, but that's okay. We can see that it's got the thing going on though. Look at it. It kind of already looks like it's ready. It looks like we're tasting one tiny little multicolored bean there. Awesome. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Very, very excited. Very excited. Oops, and this is exactly why we do it this way with the thumbnailing. Especially think about if you were going to do a more intense project. I know I like having cute little fun mini games because that's kind of maybe what we could just about do in the thing. But if we have a really big project, maybe you've got somebody running down a hallway and maybe the person's got like lots of jewelry on. If you try to do all the poses in one go, guaranteed something's not going to land the way you want it to, or the spacing won't be quite right. That ball is useful. The ball is useful, or whatever shape, or a line or anything. But anything to get your markers and your keys done for you. Okay, let me go back to the start and I'm going to start adding in my in-betweens. So by the looks of it, something's going to be a 1. I could do a bunch of 1s. It's kind of going to be down to preference now. So I'm going to split this here. It looks like it moved a little bit. Now we can get to the nitty gritty. I'll make this blue. Just going to nudge it down a bit. Let's take a look. I'm going to do it again. This is the in-betweens. The in-betweens. We can do it. You don't have to. And to be fair, having the stuff the way that we did have it before, if you're trying to cut and it won't cut for you, make it slightly smaller and then just duplicate the previous one. Or you can just hit 1 or 2. There are a lot to choose from, really. Still doing research? Really? Okay, well, okay, hold on. I'm going to write that down. Additional keyboard for digital painters. Because I'd like that. I've just started using my Pixel tablet to allow me to animate from the side. All of the examples that you see, you know, when I hit a button and then it says whatever the title of the exercise is, the examples that you see are what I've drawn or animated on my tablet while I've been sitting on the sofa, which is quite nice. It's nice to be able to get away from the computer. But to be able to have something that I can make this a much nicer, streamlined situation, that'd be great. And if I can make it cute too, oh my gosh. Oh, keys. The way I say make it cute. The pen for my pen tablet has like a really cute fake looking, you know, the gigantic yellow pencils that we would have to use in school with the pink rub on the top. It's got one of those cases on it with like a little bear hanging on it. It's the adorableness. Okay, let me move this down a little bit and I'm going to take a look. You don't have to make it move exactly with the frying pan. Your eye will give you a lot of leeway, actually. Those two are kind of the same, so I'm just going to nudge this a little bit. And let's play that. Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. I mean, there are a few for gaming and such, but yeah. For gaming? No, I guess that makes sense. Like, I have 2 mice. I think I showed before. I've got that mouse that looks like a little cat, and the ears are the buttons, which I've given to my mum because her mouse broke the other day. I have 2 mice. I have a gaming mouse as well. And it's like, okay, having the buttons on the side, fantastic. Oh, I've seen those tablets. Oh my gosh, they are. They really are. Hold on, how much time do we have? We've got... I'm going to finish the in-betweens. Click play, so then we're not just watching me walk away. And then I'm going to show you the pen. It's so cute. There's ones with different characters on it. And I'm going to like get one for each because I've got a pen tablet for the computer, a pen for my laptop, and then that one's got a pen. It's like, okay, there's 3 different covers, 3 different things, ready. So we've done this here. I think I might split this again. Can I split you? No? All right, that's fine. I'll take this, I'll duplicate it. I'm gonna make this blue so I can tell at a glance. This is the in-between. I'm gonna move it down again. So it gets there. I think I'm gonna set this to 2s. 1, 2. We'll cut this here. This is also my in-between. You've got just over 20 minutes. Okay. I've distracted the streamer. It's okay. It's a good distraction. We're still working. It's all right. It's not too far gone. Let's make sure we're where we are going. I do want it to like favor this. And then I'm gonna cut it here. It doesn't want to be cut, so I guess I'm just gonna do this, grab that and make it a little bit smaller. And I'm gonna favor it again. So it's gonna be close to this one. There we go. All right, let's take a little look. Ah. Oh, I must have knocked this one off key. Oh, I knocked this one off, didn't I? Hold on. We got there. Let's sync these back up. Somehow, this one's not on the track. What you can also do is draw like a guided line so you can see where everything is going. Okay, who's in the... You know what? This one's not in the wrong. It's the other two. It's the other two that are in the wrong. Let me see if I can step back. Yeah, it's these two. These two are wrong. All right. So we go here. Just going to move everything over. Because I kind of like what I had. And move this here. Double checking that it's in the right place. There's definitely... Somebody's got some movement somewhere that I'm not sure I like. It's this one here. Let me move this over again. Cool. Save it. Take a look. Now, if the colors are getting too much, you can totally turn these off. I think I'm all right. Because now that we can't even see what they're called, we can kind of just go by feel. I've got the main parts then. Up. Cool. Let's take off these colors as well. You can also move the time head. Yeah, there's something jumping here. What is it? It's you. It's you. Yeah, you're definitely something here. You moved too far. Should be over there. Yep. I don't think I need... Some of these frames are... I don't need this frame, I don't think. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes taking away is better. You can add, but sometimes less is more. There we go. Too many frames. Always the culprit. Ba-ba-bum. And actually, the timings work kind of well. So you don't really need to have to do everything on 1s or even 2s. I've got lots of 3s and random holds in here. I think I'd like this one to go up just a little bit. Just so I can have like a fade out situation. So favor it if it was there. This is halfway. Favoring would be here. There we go. It does kind of jump forward, but I don't think I mind. We'll see. Let's take another look. Oh. Okay, yes. We could definitely, we need something here. We can see it. It's glaringly obvious. So I could have it be already chucked up. Take a look between that and this one. Yeah, that seems all right. Oh, yes. You know, we could totally leave it like this since we don't really have that much time. And if we actually want to do the triangle pancake on top of it, we'll leave it like this. We've got examples of 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. Hi, everyone. I'm late. I was at work. Hi, Alessandra. We're animating a Pancake-ee. Pancake-ee. We are focusing on secondary animation at the moment, which is things that are animated not due to their, not because they want to be, I guess. You've got something that has a primary action, and because of that primary action, the other thing is moving. So for instance, if I were to flick my head, the hair moves because it's just attached to the thing. Doesn't really add anything, but it kind of makes it look more interesting and more appealing. So in this situation, the frying pan is our primary action, and the secondary animation is the pancake because it's being thrown by it. Like, oh, people are hungry, yay! Will it be pancakes or bacon? Okay, so we got this. We're ready. Let's say that this is exactly what we wanted, which I'm kind of digging. That was really good, and it only took us about maybe 20 minutes. Not bad. We're taking a look with it while everything's the same. Yeah, if things aren't working, definitely try the less is more. Remove a frame or two. So I've got my thumbnail. I'm going to duplicate it. I have used the wrong button. Control and J. And I'm going to go to my original thumbnail and lower the opacity. And on my thumbnail copy, I'll call it the pancake. And now all I have to do is kind of trace over my own work. It's got all the timings that we need. Perfect. It works quite well. All I'll do is I'll just erase what's on it and then put my new thing on top of there. There might be a way for us to have like empty duplicated layers in Photoshop, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so let's erase what's on it. And I heard burgundy and, was it burgundy and purple? There was also green involved, but it doesn't sound like a pancake someone would want to eat. So we've got a triangle. I'm gonna have to work out the logistics of this. What we can do, let's say we left all of our stuff with the colors on them, which would be really helpful. You would then go back through the process of you can do it one at a time, but if you do the keyframes, then the breakdowns, then breakdown 2, then the in-between, it will help. So I know this was another one. Also, I'm not using my pen tablet because I'm a little bit too lazy to go get it. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Oh, you know what? I forgot to erase what was on it. There we go. I was wondering why I could see that so brightly. Oop, that's a bit too big. That I'm for sure of. Okay, but let's just check. Okay, it kind of looks the same. Key said, enjoying my evening with Adobe Live and some crisps to be able to stand the food references. I'm sorry. I mean, it kind of looks like a Dorito now, doesn't it? I'm sure this is a key pose. We'll erase this. That's not erasing it. We'll erase this. And I don't know. I guess it kind of flips. So if it was like there, I'm not sure about that. If it was there, oh my goodness. Because it's a triangle, I have to focus on the shape. Okay, it's gone up, the pointy end. I'm gonna have to make it do like a little twirl. I have to make it do a little twirl. I don't know if we have time to make it do the twirl. Thanks, Oliver. Every time. So we've got this bit here. I could probably like put a little key in. There we go. So, oh, you know what? I forgot to wipe it. That's what I forgot to do. There we go. There we are. It's coming down. We're claiming that it's landed. I think. Oh, no, we're not claiming it's landed. Here we go. Yes, Oliver. Not sure who said it on here, but food chat always wins. It's true. It's true. Maybe we should make all of our mini games slightly food related. Okay, so it slaps down. I mean, if it landed the wrong way, it could like flop forward. That's, you know, another day's problem. And this would be the same as the first frame. So we know what we have to do is duplicate it, click it, drag it, move it back, get rid of this, drag it out, take a little look. Okay. All right. Let's do the next bits. I would say probably this one. Now you can put your onion skin on. You could hide the ones that you're not using. You could also have, let's say I had this one because I know it's got the shape of it and I put it close to the one I'm working on. I know where it's supposed to be, but this way I can see, oh, okay, yeah, that's the size. So I don't forget what size or what shape it is, or it's not too small or too big. There we go. So I can put it back now. There and there. And I forgot to erase that every time today. There we go. Could erase that. Put one here. We'll make sure we erase this. I didn't forget this time. Good. And while you're drawing your shape on, your thumbnail or your bubble or your little dot will probably have the favoring or the shapes on that you want it to. And while you are drawing, you might notice that you might start drawing with the correct spacing, or you might tweak it a little bit. Because they're so far apart, I haven't really noticed that I'm working on any favoring or anything. There's not enough frames for me to kind of focus on the spacing yet. But that is okay. The more frames you have, the more chance you have of tweaking and doing all of that wonderful goodness. Let's say this is another one. I guess it's gotta be, we could do smears, but that's not what today's focused on. I don't know if that's a good size. I feel like that's smaller. It is. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Okay. You know how when you can see it come together, you're all right. Halfway through, you're a bit like, Okay, cool. Let's say we do this one, which we can actually see a direct link to. Remember, favoring isn't only about the spacing. It is also about the drawing should also be either similar to the one it came from or similar-ish to the one it's going to. And it's sort of still there, so it's gotta be kind of turned over now. So like that. I'm still imagining this as kind of Mr. Keyframe. Maybe it's, oh, well, yes and no. Like there. And then here. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh my gosh, imagine if we were doing one about fire. Oh, yes. Now we could totally put another frame in here, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna try to cheat and get away with it. She's trying to cheat and get away with this. It's funny, like even though this is off completely, it kind of works because of the movement, but we could put our piece there and then just move it. I'm watching the time. Don't worry, I'll show you the pen. I haven't forgotten. I'm thinking about it pretty hard. Okay. And we'll say, I don't know, hopefully. Oh, wait, I didn't erase it. There we go. There we go. It's not really a triangle anymore, is it? There we go. Okay. Okay. I still don't think it's the right size either, but check where it's going. It's the wrong size. Straight off the bat, it's too small. And definitely add some more frames, I would say, for yourself. If it looks like there's like a missing link, fill the link. Fill the link. I'll add this one. Hit the F3, get close to the end pose. And if I draw this kind of close enough, we'll probably get a little bit of... Oh, I forgot to do the thing again. There we go. If we draw this close enough, oops, we'll get a little bit of favoring action. It's a bit small, but that's fine. We're on Photoshop. Okay, and woo, it should really, oh no, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Yes. Okay, it's coming together. It is coming together. We do not have time to do all of this. Practicing tennis serves cake on the ceiling. Imagine if it was like, you know, the pizza toss. La, 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 great. Yeah, we don't have time to finish this. Oh, I'm really into it now. I'm really into it now, though. But what we will do, because there's so many other mini games, I'll make sure that you get to see what they are, so it can, oops, so it can give you an idea of what you can do. Thank you, Oliver. Oh, yeah, I'm really having a lot of fun. I'm really having a lot of fun with this. I love the flip. Thank you, Brim. Oh, that's what we all love about the pancakes, right? The flip. Even though I can't flip a pancake, I'm too concerned. I need to like go in wholeheartedly. I don't think this is going to be set to favoring because I'm semi-rushing. Look how tiny that is. Look how tiny. Okay, I don't think that's going to be quite right either, but... Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Let me just go to this one. I'm just going to copy... I'm on the wrong frame. I'm just going to copy this, go over here, paste it. I want us to do more of it. It's really fun. It's great. I agree. Oh, thank you. Wow. Oh, oh my gosh. Neither can I. Oh. I think I might complete this after the stream and like just attach it to the Behance. Mini pancakes. We got a mini triangular pancake. Imagine if we did one and then there's like brah, 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 all the other ones that plopped up. Okay, we're gonna say that we did a thing. Because there's no burgundy, what you would then do is you duplicate this pancake layer again. You could erase the outlines, but then you would add in your color. It could be a color, which you could use the fill tool on, but because it's going to be on a layer underneath them, you won't need to worry about it going over the layer, and then you're able to kind of fill your stuff in. There we go, we got green. I'm sorry, I didn't have a chance to paint the stuff in. Green and red. There's purple all over the screen. Oliver should be happy. Remember when people were making pancakes? What? Not over here. That sounds very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna quickly show you the pencil. Quickly show you the pencil, and then show you the other things that are inside your package file. Okay, okay, okay. Here I am. Okay. The pencil. Look at this. Let me hide me. Hold on. Wait. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the cute little. It's great. Oh, okay. So cute. Yeah, it sounds like a... Wait, keys. Are you not in the US? Most of the people I've spoken to are normally. It was popular? Ooh. Thank you, Oliver. Okay, well, we've gotten the gist and an idea for what we should do. Even though we are focusing on secondary animation, whatever you animate here is going to be secondary. So we're kind of already in good with that. But make sure you do your keyframes first. First breakdown, second breakdown, then your in-betweens. Your other mini games were nail arty. Thanks, Keys. And sass-ee. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be hair, but this is a thing. This is a thing you could do. I will say, I really do like how nail arty came out. I love my fat pencils, yes, but they're just wood and graphite. you know what? That's still okay. I used to have like really, really chunky ones. When we went to America, my dad made us go to Disneyland like 3 times in a row when we were little. When I went, I had those gigantic pencils. So I'm all about it. I wouldn't even use them because I don't think they ended up being that good to write with. But they were wonderful to have. However, we are totally done. So I hope you did enjoy this. And as an ending, conclusion. Your homework. Complete the minigame homework, try different in-between methods and timings, and have fun. Thank you so much for popping in, Alessandra. GFX, I'm so happy again for you. Thank you very much to your mother as well. And thank you everyone who turned up today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I guess I'll see you back in 2 weeks' time. Yes, thank you. From London to Sri Lanka. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Bram.